Are you trying to figure out how to survive the 2020 YouTube ad policy change? Just this week, YouTube announced that they were changing their ad policy, and a lot of people have been really scared about how this is going to affect their channel. If you're a small YouTuber and you want to know how to survive this change and continue growing and continue building your channel, I'm going to show you 3 things you can work on your channel today that are going to help you survive this change and set yourself for a successful growth. Stick around and let's get started right now. Welcome to my channel. My name is James and I help you build your channel, optimize it for successful growth, and engage your audience. If you like that kind of content, stick around because that's what we're going to help you do right now. Just a few days ago, YouTube announced that they were going to put out this new policy change in their terms of service. And this is what the policy says. They have the right to place advertisements on any content, even content that's not involved in the YouTube Partner Program. Now, here's the thing. This is a right that YouTube has always had. They're simply adding it to their terms of service that they have this right in, that they are taking advantage of this right on their platform. Now, this does not mean that they're going to be putting ads on every video. In fact, they specifically say that they're going to be placing ads on videos that meet their guidelines. So they have certain guidelines that they're looking for that they're willing to place ads on. This is probably having to do with number of views, watch time, and things like that. So what does this mean for your channel? This means your channel needs to be prepared, because if you have a breakout video, it needs to be optimized properly to be able to survive the change that's going on and possibly having ads on it, which is something you're not used to as a small YouTuber. Now, every video we put out needs to be set up as if it's going to have ads playing on it. The first thing that we want to look at is you have to develop the skills at getting people's attention to watch your videos. There's 2 things that you do with your video right off the bat that's going to determine whether or not it's successful. 1, your title, and 2, your thumbnail. Now, I'm not going to go through a full tutorial on how to fully optimize these and what all that means right now, but you need to have a compelling thumbnail and title on your video in order to survive the changes. For example, take a look at this thumbnail right here. This thumbnail is currently converting at a 12.9% conversion rate because it was compelling. It answered a very specific need that people were scared about at the time. Number 2, the second thing that you've got to work on if you want to survive the changes that are coming our way is you have to grab people's attention and keep them through the video as long as you possibly can. This is where we use a very strong hook when we come into our channel. The hook should have a couple of pieces of information. 1, it needs to be about the viewer, not about the features of your video. It needs to be about the viewer and what they're going to get out of your video. It needs to also be compelling. Compelling means it's going to touch them on an emotional level. How do you touch people on an emotional level? You need to speak to the hopes, the dreams, and the fears of the people that are coming to watch your content. I told you earlier, we help you build your channel, optimize it for successful growth, and engage your audience. And if you like that content and you like what we've already shared, I want to invite you to subscribe to our channel and click the little bell notification so that you can get all the latest updates coming to you from our channel. Now, if you're getting more compelling titles, thumbnails, and hooks, that's going to grab people's attention and bring them through your content. You want to reiterate that hook and keep them watching. If you already kind of know what you're going to use for that final hook, then maybe you can tease people. For example, maybe I find a box that has some mystery to it that we're going to open later at the end of the video. So I'll tease people with that box. Hey, we got this box right here. We're going to save it to the end, but we're going to set it aside. And then 1 or 2 times I'm like, hey, see this box right here? Don't forget, we still have to open this box before we go. So we'll tease it throughout the video, and that's going to help keep people's interest to see what's in the box. When it comes to my engagement and my content, I'm going to reinforce the question, the problem that I'm having to help people solve. I'm going to remind people of that problem, remind people about how they feel about that problem as we go. I know you're afraid of these ad policy changes and how they're going to affect, but if you do these things with your content, it's going to help draw people through your video, and they're not even going to notice the ads. One thing to keep in mind is people are going around on YouTube. They are watching other videos and other channels, and most of those other channels already have ads on them, so they're not even going to probably notice that you have ads on your channel. Honestly, if you did a good enough job with your title, with your thumbnail, and with your hook, you're not going to have a problem keeping people watching your video. I hope that this has helped you understand some things you can do to survive the changes coming to your channel through this ad policy change. If you want to know more about how to create engagement with your audience, I really recommend you check out this video right here that's going to help you, walk you through some of the steps to make more engagement with your presentations and with your content. Stick around and check out that video. We'll see you over there. Have a great day.